Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Light. Welcome to my channel. This is Lighthouse. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you may do so at my website, 𝓂LISSA'S.com, or contact me on my Instagram page, 𝓂LISSA'S79. Everything you need to know is below the video in the description box. As always, I'd like to thank my angels, archangels, my guides, the divine, for allowing me to be a clear channel. Now, as I was saying, my intro, oh goodness, please excuse me, I am the messenger, so that was somebody else's energy, absolutely exhausted. They said they're pooped. Now, as I was speaking my intro, they said Perk comes out. So I'm getting 3 messages. Percocet, perk as in, perk up, and Perkins. Excuse me, yeah. I'm getting sleepy because whoever's energy this is real sleepy. I'm reading from the Talking to Heaven deck, so this is messages from past loved ones. Tears cleanse the soul. And then I'm getting Visine. I heard because I got high. So somebody lost somebody, and they show me an M. So it was either mom or matriarch, or mother figure, or matriarch. It showed me the movie Eulogy. So yeah, that's confirmation. Clears, wow. I was trying to say tears cleanse the soul, but clears came out, so, oh my God, excuse me. I'm hearing sleep wave. I know for a fact that my angels and archangels, my guys, they put me to sleep when I am too expected to get downloads of information. So that might be the case. Some people, they said some people have a cast, C-A-S-T. And I just got the channeled message that, all of this is channel information, but I just got a download that somebody's heartbroken because they were in an accident. They lost somebody and they have a cast because they were in the accident too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Being moved to tell you about this story that years ago now, we lived in Snellville at the time. Excuse me. We lived in Snellville at the time, and there was a traffic jam, and when we finally drove up to what was happening, there was a really bad accident. And before this was years ago, before I knew I was clairaudient. The energy surrounding the car, the driver, I don't know, obviously the driver lost control, but the driver lost control of the car. They hit a curb, ended up in a ditch. But we saw the driver on the outside of the car just tripping out. And I could tell immediately. Before, like I said, this is before I knew I was clairaudient. I could tell immediately that the passenger didn't make it. I'm sorry about that. I really am. They said it was my time to go. Remember me by the happy memories we created. Every time I see this picture, I always get, obviously, photography, videography, social media platform, they're saying. And then some people have those lights, those clip lights. I have never yawned so much during reading, my goodness. So yeah, this whoever, they're sleeping a lot. I'm getting that whoever lost somebody, this is why the energy, I'm being exhausted. They're sleeping a lot. They're showing me cartoon eyes that are, animated somebody drawing animated eyes, but they're like the red blood vessels. Their eyes are bloodshot red. They're bloodshot red. They have been crying. And again, the first card out was clear. Tears cleanse the soul. So yeah, clear is significant. And now I'm getting, first I was getting the name Clear. The second message I was getting clears, as in, you know, the store in the mall. And now as they say clear for the third time, I'm getting your clear senses, clear audience, clear gustance, clear voyance. I think there's about 9 or 10 clear senses. Look them up. That's what they're telling me to tell you. Look them up. It said to also to tell you guys, ignorance is a choice in the age of information. I send you loving signs through nature. Somebody has a butterfly tattoo, and then another group of people have matching butterfly tattoos. Dandelions, daisies, and daffodils. Excuse me, my goodness. I watch over you every day. I'm not dead is what they're saying. As a matter of fact, yep. Look at this. I watch over you every day, and they're playing Tender Love, Force MDs. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. We're taught that you know, if you live a good life on earth, then you get into heaven. All of that bullshit is just that bullshit. It's lies. You are promised a place in heaven because your soul came from heaven. I am not dead. This dove is significant. Hope, faith, grace, and mercy is what I'm hearing. And then they're telling me green leaf, to show green leaf as significant, because what are their names? Charity, Grace, and Hope, I believe? Or is it Charity, Grace, and Faith? But I think Faith passed away. But either way, those as names and as virtues. They said a virtuous woman. I'm hearing pastor. So maybe somebody lost somebody that was a pastor, minister, deacon is what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness. Then I'm hearing dean, teacher's assistant. And what is it? Dean, pastor, deacon, minister. Then I heard dean, professor, teacher's assistant. I am with the rest of the family. You are never alone. One of the cards that came out earlier just now was I was met by so many loving people. I am with the rest of the family. And when they say rest of the family, we mean animals that passed away, spirit babies that passed away, other ancestors that passed away. I am well, is what I just heard. I'll feel so much love in my heart. Part of me is angry because I didn't want to leave. But then when they showed me that I was supposed to go at this time based on what we all decided, when I say we, your spirit guides decide. You included, your higher self decides what lessons you're going to be learning each particular lifetime. Excuse me. They also show me what looks like a hand right here. This is like the thumb, and this is right here. So and there's, see how it's dark right here? So three things. Somebody has a scar right here. Somebody's getting a tattoo right here, and somebody else is getting surgery right there, wrist. You are not alone. I am here with you. This is Lighthouse. Just so happens to be an MJ. This resonates with me wholeheartedly. They're showing me Cape Cod ships have the lighthouse on it. The lighthouse is significant. An actual physical lighthouse. Oh my goodness. I just got lighthouse Boathouse. And then they said the movie Roadhouse. I love Patrick Swayze. I don't remember that movie as well, but excuse me, Dirty Dancing is my favorite Patrick Swayze movie. I always give you a kiss goodnight. And then I'm hearing Hersheys Hugs, Hersheys Kisses. And then they're also showing me the M&Ms and Ferrero Rocher. So somebody was a chocolate lover. Hershey's chocolate. So Hershey's, Pennsylvania, they said. Reading, Pennsylvania. And then they're telling me PG-13 again, PG County. So Hershey, well, obviously the city of brotherly love. So maybe somebody lost a brother figure. Or about to. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I hate that. Wow. They just gave me that. Somebody lost a brother figure, or they're about to. They just told me something, but I'm not going to say that out loud. It sounds insensitive. I'm just a thought away. It is ridiculous how much I am yawning right now. Somebody needs to get some rest. Yes, you've been crying. Excuse me, yes, you're under the weather, but you have got to get some rest. Got to get some rest. You can't run yourself ragged anymore. They said run yourself red. And look at this. Red is significant. That movie they showed me. I forgot what it was. Retired and Dangerous. I'm just a thought away. When people pass away, their energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed. I say that to say, when people pass away, they don't die. They just transform into another version of themselves. Sometimes it's a higher version. Sometimes it's the same version if they have to repeat the lesson. The karmic lesson, that is, the cosmic lesson. It said, relax your mind, let your conscience be free. You're now rolling with the sounds of the BBE. Like, do it, 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 do it. So, they said the lead Pussycat is significant. I love that song. Come to Me. Come to Me is the name of the song. My mind is free. My mind is free. My body is light. I am happy. I am at peace. I am surrounded by many loving family members. They said you have 2 more. Oh, wait, hold on. They said 2 more cards, 3 more cards. Okay, I can see all of your thoughts. And this is, they said somebody just got scared. I used to think that too. When somebody passed away, like, oh my God, can they see me? Can they see what they're doing? Are they going to think I'm doing something freaky or something nasty or judge me? No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. They can only see and share your thoughts when you consciously share them. This is what somebody needed to hear that resonated with somebody, and they feel free now. I just heard. They don't see you unless you want to be seen. We have free will. I used to think that all the time, like, oh my God, can my family members see me naked? Can they see me doing, making love to my husband, wife? No. That's not how it works. Not at all. They see all of your thoughts when you consciously allow them in. That's what somebody needed to hear that, and they told me to tell you guys that. All right, last set of messages. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Nothing to feel guilty about. A lot of people feel guilty. Trapped, I heard. You don't have anything to feel guilty about. Here is why. This is why. Because they feel so much better now. Some people were in pain. And some people, it was an accident. But either way, it was time. Your soul determines. Your soul contracts. They're telling me to look up the book, Sacred Contracts. I actually got an oracle deck by the author of Sacred Contracts. Her name is Carolyn Miss. So you guys look up that book. And look figure. They showed me the M. They said hit or miss. You don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel guilty. Of course, it's okay to grieve, but don't grieve longer than you have to. Because when we grieve longer than we have to for the person that has passed away, energetically you're holding on to them, and they can't move forward and do the things that they need to do. Somebody needed to hear that. It's not to say that you can't grieve. It's not to say that you can't be sad. Of course, especially if it just happened. But a whole year later, you shouldn't be crying like it just happened yesterday. That's what they're saying. When you learn to heal, it's not to say that you won't have your moments. Everybody does. It could have happened 30 years ago, and something happened in life where you wish they were there, that you wish that they used to help you with something. They haven't gone far, like they said. No, they're not there in the physical, but what they guide you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And some people, they guide clairaudiently, like me. Believe in yourself, you can do it. They're telling me, it's so crazy, because I was just thinking, they're telling me that a lot of people are coming into their clear senses. That's why the clear senses, the clear card came out, slipped out. It wasn't even a card. I was talking about things, and the word clear came out, because this is what they're saying. You can do this. Per our contract, you can do this because I passed away. That was our contract. And then let me tell you a little bit of something about me. On my page, there's a little blurb. I became, look at the M. I became clairaudient when my brother, who had been 5 years ago, in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, about 4 years ago, a little bit over 4, going 4 to 5 years ago. They said fortify. It fortifies you. 4 to 5 years ago, when I became clairaudient, this is how I found out. My brother then, he had been passed away for 13 years. And all of a sudden, one night, I had been crying for hours. And I knew something was happening to me spiritually. I swear to you. I was physically on my bed. They're showing me starry beginnings. I was physically on my bed, but spiritually I was in the clouds. I was in a whole nother space, and I felt like I was in a rabbit hole. The space that it was like a tunnel that was big enough for only my body. And when I say only my body, I was kneeling. Physically, I was in my bed, sitting Indian style, but in the same breath, in another dimension, they showed me that I was, like I said, in a rabbit hole. It was dark, and the space around me was close enough for me to put my knees to my chin and put my arms around my legs, just like that. It was that tight, but it didn't feel tight. It was close. The word tight has a negative connotation. It was very close, and I knew something was happening to me that night. My mental, the physical brain tried to make me think I was going crazy, but I knew I wasn't going crazy. Excuse me. I knew I wasn't going crazy, and all of a sudden I heard my brother's voice. Now, mind you, like I said, he had been passed away for 13 years. It's been, 17 years now. He had been passed away for 13 years when I hear his voice say to me, "Don't you remember it was part of our contract? Don't you remember it was part of our contract?" I bawled that night. I swear to you, I cried my eyes out for literally hours. Literally hours. I cried. I spoke to God. I spoke to my brother. I spoke to my grandfather. Grandpa passed away 2 years ago at age 96 at the time. I didn't understand that. He was showing me 96. His astrological sign inverted is 96. Also, I realized that the number 96 corresponds and correlates with the crown chakra. So everything makes sense. You don't need to be afraid. You need to ground yourself, meditate, prayer. You need to contact your ancestors. They said they will be contacting you. Some people are some people's ancestors were spiritual, and they're telling me that some people's ancestors were spiritual. You were not dabbling in it, because I feel the term dabbling also has a negative connotation. You tried out, in air quotes, your spirituality here and there, but you weren't as deep into it. But as a result of this particular family member, you became more interested. And for some people, they passed away just as you were becoming interested in exploring your spirituality. Well, the last card is to tell you guys, everybody, that everybody is not to be afraid, because we're all coming into our clear audiences. Some people see, some people feel, some people hear, some people dream. Some people, my eyes are closed right now, because whoever is yawning is, they've been crying and they're yawning. Excuse me. They've been crying, they've been yawning. I'm going to finish with this reading because I don't want to be asleep as a result of the other person's energy channeling. They've been crying, yawning. They're going into a deep reflective state, deep meditative state. And after that, they're going to be falling asleep for a well-needed nap. Now, whoever this resonates with, after you get a nap, you take a shower, you get something to eat, you pray again, and then you see how you feel about possibly going out of the house. You haven't been out in a few days, and you need some air, you need some sunlight, you need to get... They're not telling you to get back on track right away, because it's been soon. It's been devastating. Some people haven't even buried the other person yet. It's that soon. But you need to take care of yourself so you can take care of your other family members. That's what they're telling me to tell you. My head like nodded off. My eyes are closed, but my head nodded off like I'm about to be asleep. So with that said, I'm going to be closing this reading. Thank you for listening. I hope this resonates. Please feel free to comment below the video. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at my website, 𝓂LISSA'S.com, or contact me on my Instagram page. You can see pictures of me. There's a blurb of me on my website, you know. Thanks for listening. You guys be well. I hope this helped and resonated with somebody. See you guys next video.